It's amazing the many personal development writers and business people who have applied the teachings of Jesus to their life to have great success. There have been great leaders throughout time who have done this, like Abraham Lincoln and other great people who have sought wisdom from the life and teachings of Jesus. It has practical benefits into our everyday life. Let's take, for example, his teaching of prayer. He said, when you pray, go into your inner chamber and shut the door and pray to your Heavenly Father who is in secret. Well, let's look at that symbolically. What does that mean? Well, when you go into your inner chamber, he's talking about going inside of your own being. He's talking about meditation, and we know nowadays from scientific studies that meditation reduces stress, it enhances brain function. Meditation has so many benefits. All you have to do is Google it. And when you go inside, it says shut the door and pray to your Heavenly Father who's in secret. Shutting the door means quieting your senses, essentially. You're getting quiet and still, and you're relaxing your body, you're closing your eyes, you're turning all of your attention within your own being. That has tremendous benefits, especially in the world that we live in today with so much going on around us, right? There's this crime and there's political stuff going on. There's the economy. The people have so much stress nowadays and wars going on in the world. I mean, there's a lot of things that people can get very upset about and are upset about. And you need some place to go to get renewed, refreshed, re-energized, to decrease stress, to find a sense of peace and calmness. And Jesus says, go into your inner chamber and shut the door. It can be as simple as find a quiet place, sit still, begin to observe the flow of your breath as it moves in and out of your nasal passages, or feel the rising and falling of your chest. And when your mind wanders, bring it back to watching your breath. Do that for a few minutes, and then just sit there for a little bit longer. And I bet you're going to feel a little more relaxed. You're going to feel a little more at ease. You're going to feel more, you're going to have a greater sense of strength and power to handle your day, to deal with whatever you got to deal with. Especially when you're practicing this regularly, right? The first time, your mind is likely going to wander a lot. That doesn't mean you can't do it. That doesn't mean you're bad at it. It just means you got to practice. Just like people practice playing the piano, you don't just sit down on a piano and play Mozart, right? You got to start with chopsticks or whatever the heck beginners start with. And the same with practicing meditation or prayer. Going inside and shutting the door takes a little practice, but the benefits are unbelievable. So, I mean, they are just so many. So that's one teaching of Jesus that is very practical. And then another one, he says, according to your faith, be it done unto you. According to your faith, be it done unto you. And whatsoever you ask in prayer, believe that you've already received it. Those two ideas together are very powerful. Whatever you ask in prayer, well, first of all, in order to ask in prayer, you got to know what it is that you want, right? That's called clarity. Clarity is power. You got to know, what is it I want? What am I trying to accomplish? What am I trying to do? How much money am I trying to earn? What is my dream for myself? Where do I want to go with my life? Clarity is power. And so that forces you to think about, what do you want to do? And that's what I encourage you to do. What are you trying to accomplish? Who are you trying to become as a person? What are you trying to achieve in your world? Try to get clear. Now, you get some idea, and as time goes on, you'll get even more clarity. It's an ongoing process, right? Maybe you want to write a book. Maybe you want to start a business. Maybe you want to develop a skill of some kind, like public speaking or writing or directing or filming or photography or some other thing. What is it that you want to do? What is the skill? What is the goal? What is your dream? Whatever you ask, right? Believe. Believe. And he says, according to your faith, be it done unto you. You've got to believe that you're capable of it. You see, I believe, a lot of metaphysical teachers believe it, is that when you have a desire to do something or to be something, that indicates it's possible for you. When it's really coming from inside of you, we're not talking about looking at somebody else in a magazine or online and going, oh, I wish I had an office or whatever, a following or whatever it might be. I wish I had clothing or that kind of job that he has. That's different. It's also different to want to do what your parents want you to do, or your big brother or your dad or someone else, they think you should do a certain thing. That's different. We're talking about what inside of you. What do you want to be? What do you want to do? That's where the juice is. That's where the aliveness is. That's where you will come alive. That's where you will work hard and keep working on it and go through obstacles and so on to help make it happen. See, so believe according to your faith, be it done unto you. Believe in that dream that you have. Believe in your ability to bring it forth. Someone once said, your faith in God can never exceed your faith in yourself. Whoa, let me say that again. Your faith in God can never exceed your faith in yourself. That is incredibly powerful. Why is that? Because you're an expression of God. God can only do for you what God can do through you. If you go around going, oh, I believe in God, but I'm broke, I'm poor, I'm stupid, I don't have ideas. Well, now you've just frustrated whatever God can do for you. You're creating the image and likeness of God, which means if you have a dream, you have abilities, you have desires, you got to believe in those. You got to believe in yourself because you're created by God. You see, according to your faith, be it done unto you. That's not a new idea. That's not a personal development idea that some writer came up with or discovered. That's an ancient idea that Jesus taught over 2,000 years ago. Believe in yourself. Okay, so, that's important. Remind yourself of that God is in you, that you can do whatever you put your mind to. Apostle Paul said, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Christ is the God within you. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Hey, it's not a bad practice to say that 3 times every morning. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I want you to say that now. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Or whatever way you want to put it that you resonate with, that you connect with, that you can see for yourself to develop that belief in yourself, in your dream, and what you want to do. And then, one other idea to leave you with. He said, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Number one reason people get fired in jobs is they don't get along with other people in their job. It's human relations stuff. Love your neighbor is very practical. Love your neighbor, developing the ability to listen to people, being understanding people, trying to support people, complimenting people, feeling good about people is important. And people sense it. We unconsciously pick up on how people feel about us, really, even at a distance. So it's incredibly important to cultivate that love of people. I don't mean sappy love, just a respect. That everybody's created an image and likeness of God, whether they believe in God or don't believe in God. Everybody has an innate dignity. Do you believe that about yourself? So that's what you need to accept about yourself also. He said, love your neighbor as yourself. If you don't love yourself, how are you going to love other people? Well, it's still probably possible. I think the two go together. When you love other people, you tend to love yourself more. You love yourself more, the more you love other people. It's a matter of recognizing, hey, There's something valuable in me. I'm a human being. I'm created by God. I'm here for a purpose. Look at your gifts. You know, don't compare yourself to some crazy, wildly successful person out there. Everybody has gifts. You have your own gifts. You're a human being. I mean, look at yourself. You're a marvel. You have this brain that is 100 times greater than any supercomputer, any AI out there. I mean, really, it took the human brain to design the AI, right? Your brain is phenomenal. Your body is incredible. If you just contemplate that, you're going to be like, wow, that is amazing. And then what about you in there? You that's in that body. How amazing is that? That's even more amazing. Learn how to appreciate yourself. Look for the good in yourself. Look for the things that you do well. Look at your positive qualities. Don't take them for granted. Notice when you do something good. Notice when you have a loving, kind thought about somebody. Notice when you do something kind. It can be simple. You hold the door open for somebody. You say, oh, I apologize, or excuse me, or whatever. You're just kind. You're thoughtful. Notice that. And then try to be that way more often, and it'll work like a cycle. You'll like yourself more. In fact, one silly thing you might try is say, I like myself. I like myself. I like myself. Sometimes you just have to tell yourself that over and over to start to accept it. Look yourself in the mirror and just look at yourself and realize, wow, that's a human being there. That's an amazing creation right in front of me. Look at yourself. Marvel at yourself. It's not going to make you arrogant and egotistical because everybody else is a human being also. It'll just make you realize, wow, people are amazing. We're all amazing. Start to cultivate that sense of appreciation, value, dignity for yourself, and then you can have it for other people. When you have it for other people, it's going to impact every area of your life. Your personal relationships, your family relationships, your business relationships, every part of your life. So we talked about prayer, going inside, getting still and quiet. We've talked about believing in your dream, believing in yourself, and we talked about appreciating and valuing yourself and other people, the power of love. Jesus' teachings are very practical, the most important things to apply in our life. A lot of successful people have become successful because of those teachings, because of those kinds of ideas, even if they didn't recognize the source. And you can do the same.